everyone, this is Rex Red. I am back with another fun tutorial with EZ3D Studio. Yesterday we pulled an 8-hour live video, and I'm back today for more because I like working for free, and I'm back because I had a good time with the people that came in, and it's really nice to be able to work, which I normally do. I just like to work and all on 3D, and it's really nice to do it and have some awesome company, people who understand the business, and some people who just like to watch. And so I'm going to have my glasses on today for a little while just to give my eyes a rest from the blue light. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have a viewer already. So what I'm doing today here, we're working with I guess you'd call him a sprite or an elf, kind of character. So a little more so you'll see we're working with a sprite kind of guy, and he's got like red hair, and he's gonna have pointy ears, and I'm not sure what kind of scene we're going to put him in yet. I think I'm going to give him wings. So let's see what we got. Now his hair may end up as a problem. So so far it's not, but that's why I started working on the scene, and I thought, oh, okay, I guess I'll go and work with, I'll go live so you guys can see what I do with this stuff, all right? So you can see, so he's going to have angel wings, and his name is Puck, okay? He is a Genesis 8 character that has been converted to Genesis 9. And so we're he may have pointed ears. The problem we have right now is his hair comes from a Genesis 3 character, and it is not Iray. And so if I start kind of changing the colors and all, it's not going to respond right to the Iray render engine, I guess you'd call it. So, and the specificity of their, of the Iray. Now, it looks like he's got something wrong with his chest. Maybe not. I'm not sure. We'll figure that out also. So, and that's going to bother me forever. So let's see what we have here. This is Puck. So he's only got the head. Male body. Let's see what happens when we bring the body. Yeah, see this? What we'll do is, instead of using the Puck body, okay, and an update, because today is still dealing with the RSSY Genesis 8 to Genesis 9 character converter, okay? Now, I've kind of revised some of what I've done with this character converter program, and that is that if you're going to use this character converter, my suggestion is to convert your characters, and one part that works really, really pretty well with the this converter is it gives you a couple of morphs. It gives you a body morph, and it gives you a head morph. And usually they work. They work so kind of. Usually they work on the head. And that is the most, maybe that's the part that Riversoft and Sickle Yield worked the most on, was getting the head part right. Amazing work. So obviously, I mean, and this is a Genesis 9 character that obviously has Puck's face. This is Puck. He looks just like Puck. And so what I did was I brought the Genesis 9 character and I just put the Puck head morph on him, okay? So if I want to do any body morphs, I don't necessarily have to use the same body morph that came, and he has a Genesis 9 texture on him, okay? So I didn't use a Genesis 8 texture. I don't think it's an 8K texture, but he does have a Genesis 9 texture, which kind of makes it simple because then the nipples will line up properly. Things just will work right. So I would say for $50 to be able to just bring in your characters' heads and all. Welcome, Natora, from Kazakhstan. Oh my gosh! Thank you very much for the awesome smiley and the thumbs up. Thumbs up to you and beautiful Kazakhstan. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Welcome, Natora. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you enjoy this. Please leave a like on the video if you can. I'm trying to collect likes so that, and thanks very much to YouTube for bringing you into this tutorial. I appreciate it very much, YouTube, for linking Natora to my tutorials. Okay, so we have Puck here, and so his hair is 3 Delight, and we need to convert his hair to Iray, and that's what we're going to do right now. And it's with a product. I always type in 3DEL to find this. I just go to default here and make sure nothing's selected here, and I wait until this all populates. I'm going to type as soon as this populates. Okay, 3DEL. That's how I find it every time. And I only have a couple of things, 3 Delight, and Umbrella, and this 3DEL. And again, this is a Riversoft and Sickle Yield product right here. I use this all the time. Welcome, welcome. Please leave likes on the video. Please like my video. Thank you. So so you just double click on it. You go to utilities and you open this script and then you do scan. This is so amazing. Now it's coming up with arms and body, and so I think if I were to turn this figure off, it still wouldn't work. So what I'm going to do now is select none. And then I'm just going to hopefully just get the hair. I think the hair is what we're looking for. To default matte, I don't know what that is, whether if that's part of the body or the hair. But we're going to just guess that this hair top, front, and hair maybe is the scalp. We'll find out, okay? Because if we find that some of the hair parts are not 3 Delight, it'll be obvious. So I don't know what this default matte is, but I'm assuming that's part of. And why this shows up as these are fingernails, right eye, left eye. These are all part of the Genesis 9 figure, and all I did was use a Genesis 9 skin. So why is this show? And it's supposed to be Iray. Why? It's because Genesis 9, I believe, uses PBR algorithm. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is find matches, and it's found these matches for the hair. And so we're going to apply presets and see what happens. So accept. And now the hair kind of looks the same. But now when we go into our surfaces. And before this, the hair had like diffuse and all those other kinds of things. We should see that this hair is, okay, it didn't work. Why didn't it work? Okay, so we have to go back in again. So something, maybe it's that standard color thing, because it's still base color. So let's go back here and run this again, and let's try this default matte also. I don't see any, all of these fingernails, they all have specific names except for this one. So let's find matches. General Iray shader. Let's accept and see what happens now. Okay, it doesn't appear that it changed him in any way. I can't tell, but let's now go back to surfaces and see when we select the hair, is it, and that did it. Okay, so now we have Iray hair. Okay, and this allows us to now drop this down, and we have, okay, I should have looked, because it's default matte, which is probably for the the default matte is the skull cap. Okay, now I think the skull cap is a little bit brown, and he's got red hair. Why do we want brown when we've got red hair? So if we were to take and make this kind of a reddish color, what happens? Well, it didn't work, probably because we need to maybe the glossy color. See, the glossy color, I'd like red. I don't know. Let's see, just see what happens when we do this. Okay, it looks like it made that skull cap. It's just not as brown as it was. I don't know. Okay, so now we can mess with the hair colors. Oh my gosh, I've got 4 likes. Thank you, people. Thank you for participating in this. Very kind of you. Thank you for the likes. Okay, so we are moving along. So now we have 3 different, we have hair front, hair tip, and hair. I have no idea. Okay, now what we could do here is come to this cutout and turn it off and see which ones turn off, and maybe. Okay, so that was a lot of the hair that turned off just on that one cutout. So this is the majority of the hair, and then we have a front hair. Let's see what happens when we do that. Thanks, Pat. Welcome, Pat. Welcome. So we, I'm not sure which is shut off. Maybe the back of the hair. Let's see. This is really cool hair. So I have nicer hair than this, but this has kind of got a cool pattern. Now, when I turn this off, no, it's not the white parts, and I can't see what's going away. Hair, okay, this is front, so why am I looking at the back here? Let's look at the front and see what happens when we turn this off. It looks like this scalp is not sitting properly on his head, but it is. This scalp, when I put the hair on, it was like hanging up over his head, and I had to drop it down on his head, and then I had to use mesh grabber to make the scalp. We're going to make this hair look really cool, like you know, kind of like maybe circus clown red or something. I don't know. It's gonna. He's a sprite. Okay, so with angel wings, and maybe we'll give him fire wings or something. We're going to do something. I don't know. Right now, I have no idea. So I hope you guys will and gals will participate and help me come up with ideas for him, okay? I'm thinking some maybe fire wings, and we're not sure. Maybe a toga, or maybe some kind of. Maybe we'll wrap a cloth around him so it just and do a dForce thing. I don't know. We shall see, but we're going to try and we're going to get the hair really, really cool. So we're going to do the hair first, and hopefully, okay, let's save this now. At least the The default matte, now that was the default matte was, and that's the cutout opacity. Default matte looks okay. This is the majority of the hair, is this right here. So we got a translucency color of brown. So what if we take this brown and we brighten it up a little bit, and then we make it red, and just see what happens. Okay, that didn't do very much. Now we have a shine problem, I think. Glossy color, glossy inputs. What's causing this shine problem? If I can't fix this shine problem, I think we're going to be glossy color white. What happens when we go white? That made it worse. What happens if we go red with this? Okay, it's some of the shine went away. Now I think we've got other shine here. Glossy color. Let's go red and see which one of them gets rid of it. Hair tip. Glossy color. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so I'm not having luck with that. It's not the base color. It wouldn't be the translucency color. Okay, glossy specular. I know it had, okay, glossiness. Let's go and see if we take this glossiness down. And this one. That didn't do it. So any suggestions, people? We could put a top coat on it maybe and that just cover it with something else, but that's not. It's starting to kind of look nice, but let's zoom in and see why. Yeah, this is some kind of glossiness or something. I'm not sure. Okay, it could be, okay, I'm thinking it could be the hair map. Okay, this hair map. It could be the hair map. Let's try. I have a trick up my sleeve, okay? We're going to go to a thing, and the keyword for this thing is called color. And I use this a lot, okay? This is called ColorWorks, and it works on almost any kind of hair. And so when you get a problem with your hair, you can just come in here and go. I always click materials. You think it would be in materials, but no, it's in shaders. Okay, so and look at all the hair colors you get. You get all these different hair colors, and all you have to do is pick one, and it changes it kind of radically. That's if I have it selected. You have to select it in surfaces, and we're going to select all three of these. We don't want the default material because that is the skull cap. So let's try this and see what happens. See how awesome that is? But we are going to have to do something with the skull cap. But yeah, it's like, hello. All right, let's see what we got. So see how nicely this works? And and then you can go in and tweak it once you get the right color, but it gives you all kinds of color. It's like I'm more like a candy apple red than a strawberry. So yes, this is called ColorWorks, and it is a product that I use a ton. So I'm thinking that kind of clown color look, but it's a little, but you can just go in, there it is. So we have to do something with the skull cap. And that we can do here, back in our shade surfaces. Select this, base color, emission color. And what we've got, we have now, what we do is we turn up the translucency weight, And that gives us another color to mess with. And let's go with this. See, that did something to that. I don't know. But it made the skull cap seem to work right now with his hair. So the only thing is now his eyebrows. So let's go here and copy the selected surface of his hair color and see if we can transfer that color to his eyebrows. And those are here. Okay, so eyebrows. Let's paste. Yeah. Whoa. Okay. So they're a little bit kind of pronounced. Let's see what we really did here. Now, if I were to just do something like... Oh, nice. Very nice. So we have a bright sunshine outside, and I'm here inside with in semi kind of dark. So we're going to try to add this same color to his eyelashes and see if that does something. Oh, you see, this is kind of weird looking now. So Z, let's undo that. And if we go to the eyelashes and just change some of the colors, like base color to this red, maybe that might work better. Yeah. Okay. And let's give him red eyes. I don't know what I'm doing here, okay? Right now we got this gray world, but if I put him in like some other world, then the lights are going to change everything, and hopefully it's going to work better. His hair will work better. So I'm just kind of hoping that's the case. Now we could take his eyebrows and make them a little bit... do the cutout opacity, just make them a little bit less obvious. I don't really know what I'm doing, but that kind of works too. And we could do the same thing with his eyelashes. They don't need to be like so bright that he can't even see out of his eyes. So let's see. Cutout opacity, we bring them down a little bit too. Okay, that was a little bit much. Why do we have... Okay, now they're back, like in it with a vengeance. Let's go to 50 and see. Let's try doing this manually. That didn't work. Let's go 10. Let's go 1. Okay, that kind of works. Why? I think the cutout opacity has had the use limits. Okay, let's see what happens when we... Okay, so 1 is the full amount. My day has been wonderful, wonderful. If you can leave a like on my video, I appreciate very much. It has been a good day. Good for Halloween. Well, it's oh yeah. Well, he's a sprite. He's probably gonna have pointy ears. So every day is Halloween for him. So this is gonna be 0.5. Let's see what happens when we go 0.5. See, that kind of lowered it a little bit. So we'll go maybe 0.7. So we don't need to have it really bright, but yeah, this is gonna be now let's see. Now the wings are going to be tricky, okay? Because the wings, maybe we should give him like a red goatee just to kind of make him a little bit more butch, I think. Like a little pointy goatee, I don't know. Let's see. Just to add another level of realism. So where is the beard boss? And let's see if we can do something with a little pointy goatee here. Hair. Select our guy here. And we're going to go Genesis 8 male and hair, I guess. Short hair. And let's put this on him. Okay, so we have... Are you going to snap on this face right? Maybe not. Hello? That's not right. Okay, we're going to scrap this. For some reason, it's not working on his face geometry. So let's go to... All right, so now let's see about, we're going to take care, we'll find another beard. We'll find a Genesis 9 beard maybe that works. We have some nice Genesis 9 beard stuff that's, oh, thank you very much for the likes. The likes are so awesome, people. Thank you for liking my video. I hate to harp on it, but it's the only way. Angus is not here. What happened to Angus? Oh, did the mice carry him away? I hope not. Let's see what we've got here. We're going to go default, and let's give this guy some... You know, he'd be looked nice with angel wings, like in a big, like really colorful sky, like kind of thing, flying down. There's all kinds of possibilities with him. So we're going to see what we can do with this guy. I have no idea really what we're doing. So, but he's been born, let's say, and we're going. This is Puck. Puck. Yeah, well, the last time I did a figure like this, that's what he did. He was kind of like this, walking in the forest, kind of sneaking behind a bush and everything. And so that's what I did before. Now, I wonder if these wings would work on him. Oh, this is a lighting situation. Okay. These are for lights, HDR lights. Okay, so we are looking for hair. And let's do something. Let's give him just a little kind of thing on his chin, a red goatee or something on his chin. If I can find some hair. Would be hair, face. And let's turn on the filter by context and select our Genesis 9 character. And where's my beard thing? I think it's this one. This one gives me all kinds of options. I think it may be this beard. When we put the beard on him, this is an amazing beard. Okay, and then we have to go. Oh, this is complex. Okay, so we have to go to, I think, surfaces. Select the beard. Genesis 9 hair beard. And I think it's in parameters that we have to turn this on. Turn on the okay, preview hairs on. And that didn't work, but maybe it did, but I just have to maybe make the beard grow or something. We have to grow the beard, I think. So I'm not sure, surfaces. Okay, here are some I think they're in parameters where we get some different beard. Where maybe it's shaping. I have forgotten how to use this. And why is okay? I know why. We are in. Oh, there we go. We're in. mesh grabber mode. We've been in mesh grabber mode all that time. Didn't know it. All right, so this is a really beautiful beard, by the way. So, but we now have the ability to, okay, smart content. Let's see, utilities, anatomy, is it? Anatomy. Okay, here are some of the... What happens we do this? Well, that didn't work. I may have some other... Oh, there it is. Beard chin. And now what? How do we change it? Okay, that's the chin. All right, so maybe we have to go here into surfaces. Oh, this is, look at all these parameters. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is hair, beard. We want to right click. That didn't work. Okay. So how about if we just go with this red? Tip, root transmission, tip transmission. That didn't work. Root hair color. Red. Red. Okay. That didn't... Oh, that changed it. So we've got some kind of red there for the beard. It's just not very long. So we have to go down into here and hair, seed, head, grow group. What's this do? That didn't do nothing. All right, so we're looking for, I think it's density. That made it more dense, but it didn't make it longer. Length amount. Nope, that didn't do anything. Random length seed. Length amount, reduce length amount. That didn't do anything. Yaw, pitch, scraggliness, frizz, hair scale. Okay. So I think this is probably the most hideous thing I've ever done, but we will just leave we can possibly maybe there are worse things in the world. So we need let's put some kind of it is going great. How is Ted today? How is Ted? Hope everything. Oh my gosh, we are up to 8 likes today. 8. My gosh. How wonderful. Thank you. I am doing well today. Well, very well. So let's try and put now the Morningstar Wings. They are very difficult to use with Genesis 9 because they just won't go on. So what you have to do is just put them in the scene. Let's try morning. Here they are. Just put them in the scene. So we're going to go Control Alt minus, unselect him, anatomy, put them in the scene, okay? And then kind of attach them to him and hope that they don't fall off when he's trying to fly. So we're going to go here to our here, and now we will see. The thing is he's shorter and smaller than these Genesis 9 figures are smaller than Genesis 8. So if I were to, and I don't dare resize him because it might do something weird with his hair and all. So what we're going to do is move the Morningstar Wings down, and hopefully they don't touch the ground. So Morningstar Wings, parameters, Y translate, and there we have it right there. And now we got to make sure, yeah, it looks like they're poking right in, kind of into his back. Enough, it looks like enough so then we're going to try putting the Morningstar Wings. Okay, that didn't work, so we're going to move it now down again. All right, now they're part of a group, so if I move him around, they're actually part of him, so to speak. Okay, so now let's put a loincloth on him. Loincloths. I think maybe this one. Wardrobe, see how this works. Swamp loincloth. This is for Genesis 8. Male. Tight. See if it works. How well does it work? Come on. Cross your fingers. It looks like it worked. It did, I think. Something funky in the front. Let's see if we put a material on this. Now what happens? Loincloth. Yeah, there's something weird going on in the front, and I'm not sure that maybe if I go into Iray it won't look so bad. Let's see. See, that doesn't look bad in Iray, so you can't see whatever that is. So, all right. Now, what if we go with let's find some different I want this to be dark red, like. So we're going to go with surfaces and put our own surfaces on. I think we only have 2. Yeah, we got the cloth and the rope. And so we'll leave the rope for now, and we'll go with the cloth first. Presets. And we have to make sure it's selected. Okay. Default. Shaders. And we'll just go into the shaders. Find some kind of red fabric. Maybe. Plain red. I think that'll work. And now our surfaces. Let's select our rope. What happens if we make that red as well? Okay, I think that works. Now let's do something with the wings. Let's put the wings in a pose. Or let's put him in a pose. Like he's flying. I don't think that I can do, okay. So let's see, I think it's accoutrements or AC. I think it's called accoutrements. Yeah, CC accoutrements. Okay, you have to know your you have to know your keywords. Okay, and here is the so we select the Morningstar Wings. I hope this works. And then we have these awesome colors for the wings. We have fire. Here we go. See if this, okay, this didn't work. Let's try this one. Ooh. So now we can change that pink to hit the same color as his hair. Look at this. And so we go here with the wings, surfaces, editor, wings. Where is that color? I don't see the color here. Oh, it might be in one of these. Feathers. Feathers. What's up? Where is that color coming from? Oh, it's coming from here, so we would have to change this to. That didn't work. Okay, how about the glossy color? Okay, that didn't work. So then what we do is we bring up this translucency weight. This is a little hidden trick. And oh, this is doing the bottom feathers here, Z. So maybe it was doing it. Okay, feathers. Base color. Let's see what happens when we do this. Z, that really didn't do much. Let's try this translucency weight. And we go here with the red again. Okay, that kind of works. The glossy color, let's bring that to red. And what else have we got? Emission color. Now these do have an emission color. So let's bring the temperature down a little bit. Emission color is red. Okay, I see this is one part, and then we have another part. So we're going to get some red wings out of this. Look at it. So now we can copy this color and wing base, paste, feathers, paste, and our base. So that's kind of a little bit too it doesn't have enough transparency. So what if we bring the cutout down a little bit? It seems to have lost, like, okay, that's the feathers in the bottom. Copy, paste, paste. I don't think that worked. I think I have to have it selected to paste it. Paste. That's a little bit. Let's see what happens. We were in this yucky gray kind of world here. Let's put a sky here. Okay. Ooh, we're up to 9 likes today. Wings chart. That's the top part of the wings. We can give him fingertip runes. We could give him some red flames in his hand. So let's now see about... Okay, let's go back in here. I think there are poses here. Yes. For the right hand. Okay. Where are there? Are there other poses? Let's see, all files. I don't see any poses here. Where that's in another part of the collection. Rock. We have a rock. Maybe this rock could be helpful. Oh, I don't know. It seems to have lost the cute factor. It's going into the more like kind of creepy, scary stuff. So we'll see. Let's see what this guy, if we put him in a nice little pink sky, maybe it'll work. So, you know, not everything I make is like Michelangelo level, you know. So, but let's see. It seems as though the red is what kind of creepified it a little bit. So let's go back to materials, and let's see if maybe if we give him like pride flag wings. Which one of these? This is for Genesis 8 male. Okay, that I think that looks a little happier. It's not as creepy looking. Okay, so we just got rid of the creepy factor. Now what about the pink ones? That's for female, that's for male. I think the pride one looks better. Now, I keep this open, this down here. If you click and you notice there's a little tab here and you open this, when you click on things here, you have to kind of read what it's for. Sometimes it'll say Genesis. That, and you know, for years I used to just complain, and I used to write posts in the forum saying, would you guys fix the program? Because I have so many duplicates of things, and I wish I didn't have all these duplicates of things. And it's like, okay, you can see there's 2 of everything. And I thought, it's just broken. Why are there 2 of everything? And it's like, I wish they would fix this. And what you need to do is you need to click on these, and you'll find out that this is for the Genesis 8 male wings, and this one is for the female wings. Sometimes it's for like the Genesis 3, and some of them are for the Genesis 8. And so that's why there's duplicates of things. So if you keep this tab open here in the bottom, you should always, when you're kind of going through, so you know which one and you read this little blue line, and it usually tells you what it's for right in here. The path. It's in the path. So we are now looking for a pose for these wings. So morning. I think it's under morning is our keyword. If I filter by context, it should filter. I shouldn't even need to put a keyword in. Just go all products, and it should come up with anything that works with these wings. This looks nice. It has it like a kind of, and it's coming up with other stuff too. Okay, this is the accoutrements. Okay, let's see. I think the materials and anatomy. So no, it's not here. There's another file for the wings. It's got the poses. These wings aren't that hard to pose, but then they're not that easy. I think I'd kind of like to, well, let's see about finding the right pose for the wings. And then we'll see about getting a pose for him, okay? Let's try wings. Wing. This is it. It's the sacrosanct poses, expressions, and expression for Genesis 8 and Morningstar Wings. Poses. Let's see if this, I don't think these are Genesis 8 expressions. I don't think they'll work. So we're just looking for the poses here. Let's see what this does to the wings. I don't care for that. Well, we'll see. That's kind of nice. I think we can do something with that. I might have to bring the wings up a little bit. Yeah, and now let's see about a pose for him. Now these poses should work for the... All right, let's try that one. And we got to select the Genesis 9, select the pose, then go up here into character. No, it's in scripts, pose converter. Okay, and then let's, that looks pretty cool, so kind of. So let's save this. We've got, I think we've got our character now. It's just like that. That's how it works. Okay, close this. And now we can bring this down a little bit. You know, it'd be really nice to have the earth behind him, like to have this big earth and space and stuff. Is that a nice idea? So let's see. I have like an 8K earth. Like I have this earth that I've never used in an image. And I don't think it's an easy asset to use. It was made by, oh, one of my favorite artists on The Philosopher, I think. Let's try the real Earth. We've got the card, we've got all of this, and he's going to be just flying in the air with his hands up with the Earth behind him, and maybe some stars around that and stuff. So, and we'll point his fingers, his feet down like he's flying, so it doesn't look like he's standing. I think that'll work. So, this is nice. There are some other poses here, but like a lot of these poses I've used in art before, so I just don't... this is a nice one, but then we lose that looking up kind of thing. So I think the Earth, that's what gave me the idea of the Earth. See, a lot of times I make a scene and I have no idea what I'm going to... Sometimes I start out with a reference, like I'll see it like in my Facebook feed, I'll see like a really nice image, or I'll go and do a Google search and I'll just say, you know, scenery or poses or something. You just search something in like that for that, and you'll find it. A pose and say, okay, I think I could do something with that. Now we have to make sure that these wings are angled right, okay? I think they are. Let's go to 9 here, but I might have to kind of swivel them back a little bit. No, that's just right. They're hanging kind of just right. They could probably go down just a tiny bit. Okay, I've got the Genesis 9Z. We just want the wings. Just a tiny bit. They're like coming out of his shoulders. There we go. All right, I think this is beautiful. This is going to be beautiful. We can put the earth behind him. And I don't know how this is going to work because the earth might interfere with the color of his wings. So we might have to put the earth like over here. I'm not sure. We'll see. This whole idea may not work. So let's try the earth idea. Maybe I could make the earth darker and kind of subdued so that it doesn't, so that it gives him a nice backdrop. Or I can, these wings are emissive, so they actually put off light. So let's look for earth, turn this off, and oh, there it is, planet Earth. And this is it. It's a rim. Oh, we could use the rim of the earth. Let's see, camera 3 rim. Oh, it's gonna just give me, okay, in 16K earth materials. So we can 16K materials for the earth. This is a pose, the rim. All right, let's put this in, and we'll use that camera, and we'll move him where we need to. Maybe we could, I'm not sure which one of these we want. So let's try this simple, okay, where is this? Props? Where were we? Poses. Okay, let's try right-click, merge into scene. Okay, I have to put the earth in first. Environments, 8K earth, simple 8K. Let's try this now. Right-click, merge into the scene. He's probably going to be in the middle of the earth, of course, because the earth is going to... All right, so what we do is we have to take all of this stuff and put it in a group. Create group. Earth. Earth all. Okay, and we have some kind of... oh, my camera is putting off a... oh, I don't have a camera. Let's create... okay, we have cameras here. We may use some of them. Let's see what these cameras are like. So let's look through some of the cameras. Camera 1, right distant. Okay, we need to be in Iray. We'll probably make the Earth 8K. Oh, look at that. We'll probably make the Earth 8K when we... I have to unselect. Okay. All right, there's one. Right distant, left distant. Wow, that is very nice too. And we have the rim. Oh, he would stand out of this on this. Okay, this rim. And it says use light 3, 4 and earth pose. Okay. All right. And then we got another one. Ooh, look at this. And what else have we got here? Very distant. And this is this we can hide that. This is like choose, it's like a help thing. So very distant, equatorial. Okay, that's kind of cool. I think he might even stand out on that one too. This is really cool. So we just have to move all of this so that he's in the scene. Okay, aerial close. Okay, this is kind of cool. So you can spin the earth and put it wherever you want it. and then go 18K, 16K. So this is 8K. So we can double the. All right. So I'm thinking I like this one. But I'm wondering if his wingspan would just cover this. So what if we, okay. What if we do something like this? Okay, and where is, and what is that? Sunlights. Okay, what happens when we planet Earth and then we go into materials and we make it 16K? I assume that did that. Okay, but I think we need to spin the Earth. How do we change the... and what happens, where is the Earth's, like the sun behind the Earth and all of that? Rim, camera rim, let's see. Okay, camera surface. Okay, where did we, why, where, how do we get this sun here? Sunlights. Sharp low, sharp flood high, sharp high, sunrise rim shots. General. Dimensions. Headlamp off. See, this isn't looking so hot right now. So I have to delete all of this again. We'll go with all of this in here. Oh. And try again. Maybe I have something here. What are we doing here? We have 9 likes. You people are awesome. So let's go. Everybody leaves. They rush to the Daz store and say, I have to buy the Earth. Okay, simple scene. Let's see. Props. 8K. Earth. This is a prop. Earth only. Okay, this is a pose. So we go here and select the set and merge it into the scene. Select me to change halo pose. Okay, poses. Isn't that weird? Oh, I still have my perspective view. He's inside the Earth. So let's go Earth pose. California. Let's do this one. And now we have, all right, so we have to choose one of these cameras. That didn't work. Okay, it's not the equatorial. It would be this rim light or surface. Sky dome. Okay, what happens when we move this all around and just look, see. Where's the sun? Okay, the sun doesn't appear to be. Let's zoom out. Where in the heck is the sun? I don't see the sun. That looks like our haze, so it's got to be here, like. Okay, I'm kind of, we have to zoom out some more and go out of here. And there's probably some little directions and stuff that should explain this. We got to look and explore the scene here, and we'll see what they've given us here. This looks like it's our sun, but I'm not sure about that. And we have a couple of cameras way far out. We have some inner cameras. Let's see when we go into Iray what it looks like. One side is lit. The other side okay, the top. Look, we are looking from the top down, which is kind of weird. So when we go to the bottom, front, from the front the whole thing is lit. From the bottom, half is lit. We have some kind of ring around it, but I think that ring there may be parts of this that don't work, okay, anymore because of okay, this adds a camera. So let's see camera rim. Well, that didn't work at all. Let's delete all the cameras and then see what happens when we do this. Okay, let's go in here, select halo pose. That's kind of interesting how that, okay. See, this didn't add create new camera, apply default. Let's select the camera. See, that didn't do anything either. Didn't change the position of the camera or anything. Okay. And what? All right. Halo, Earth. Select me to change halo pose. Okay, I would assume that's the halo. Okay. What happens when we turn this off? The halo pose off. Let's go here and just turn that off. Yeah, the halo. That's the halo pose, so we could select me to change the materials, and we go into materials. This is where we can put the 16K material. I'm not so sure if we have to actually possibly select this to change it, and then go back here and then do this. Now that's 16K Earth now. All right, let's pour a little bit more of this tea into, you know, I really probably don't need to stress this as much. I mean, I could just mute the halo and put him in the scene somewhere up near the camera. And that's it, you know. Hide the halo. The cameras are all out of the scene. We got a 16K. Now, this is strange. It's like going through the plane. All right, so we're going to delete this again. That didn't work. I hope I didn't just really mess something up here. Oh no, he's still there. Alright, so we go back to environments and merge this into the scene. Now this is all strange. Now everything seems to be in a different place, because when I flip here, alright, so I have an idea. Okay, we hold alternate. Okay. I can't seem to. Okay. There we go. This. Like that. And then let's grab our Genesis 9 figure. Bring him up. Okay. 9. Let's bring him up. Let's rotate him around like that, and hopefully we don't. Let's look at our parameters. 180. Okay, let's bring him in close to our camera now. Like this. In. Up. In. Well, I had him there, kinda. Over. Let's see what he looks like. He's going to have some kind of light on him. Let's put a light on him. Spotlight. Okay, we have a spotlight, and let's look through the spotlight, and let's select our hold. Okay, select Genesis 9 and then do that, and now let's flip our light around. Let's select get rid of this. Okay, spotlight. Okay, we gotta. Okay, we have. All right, we're still in Iray. Okay, now let's select our spotlight. This. One of these will let me spin. Oh, the middle mouse. No. One of these will let me spin it around. There we go. Okay. Bring it out. Up. little touchy. Like everything's backwards. Then like trying to do things in a mirror. Let's say that's kind of close enough. Let's go back to our camera view. Which camera did I use? Well, now we have to guess. It was probably the rim camera. No. Spot. Oh, it might have been perspective view. All right, yeah, it was. So we're going to create a camera that will be the perspective view. All right, let's see what this looks like. Let's put some illums on the spotlight so that the spotlight lights him up. Spotlight, where is it? Parameters. How about some more? Temperature. No, that's the temperature. We don't want to mess with the temperature. Oh, okay. Now better. Okay. I may have been moving my mouth away. Okay. All right. Well, let's, sometimes I mumble under my breath, and I think that I'm the only person listening to myself. It's amazing that I can talk straight to myself for like 8 hours and 8. Lumens. Let's give him some more. 2. There we go. And let's bring the light up so it's more white. Okay. Let's go with him here. Rotate him a little. Everything's kind of off, and it's like I don't feel. I usually like to have everything have like this incredible precision. Like when I go to spin him around, he spins the opposite direction than what I'm trying to turn him as. Oh, and then he moved again. Let's see what we got here. No, that's the wrong one. This one. Okay. Now we said we're going to bring his feet, make his feet point down. So let's go here again and do this. So he doesn't look like he's standing on a plane, but he's bend, right foot. Okay. Let's see what this looks like. It kind of looks like it's really difficult to figure out like the geometry of the scene. Now it looks like there's something behind him. Like he's casting a shadow on the earth. That's not supposed to happen. So the only way to fix that would be to make the earth go farther away and then make it bigger. This looks like his leg here going, casting a shadow on the earth. Now if I were to turn this a little bit, maybe like this, maybe you wouldn't see that. No, you still would. All right, so what if, now I think the sun, there's maybe a distant light in the scene. I don't know what's lighting the earth. So if I move the earth, why? Which way would it go? 9. Okay. If I move the earth See, that's strange. So Z, okay. Earth atmosphere. Okay, so we have to select this to move the whole kit and caboodle. So we move the Earth. I think I just moved it behind my star plane. Space, sky dome, space. Y translate. So we move the sky dome down like that, way down, and then grab our planet Earth again and move that down, and then scale that and move it up. Y, Z translate, it would be scale this some more maybe. Y translate. The further away from him it is, the less chance he's going to cast a shadow on the sun, on the Earth. Okay, let's try this. Cancel. I don't know what I wanted to do, but okay, let's save this. All right. Yeah, I think that is what it is. I moved my mouth away from the mic. Let's try to move the mic a little closer. All right. Okay. Why is he... Okay, sometimes when it goes to render, it just doesn't do it right, and you just have to kind of go out again and come back in. I don't know if that has something to do with the fact that I have two graphics cards and they both have to synchronize, and sometimes they just go and they don't. Now it's trying to synchronize. It's not working too well. So let's, this is a 16K. I mean, it's probably taking up, 4 gigs of my 24 gigs. Okay, so it didn't clarify. Let's now go into the render settings. General, we're at 2000. Let's go to progressive render. Maximum samples, maximum time, turn that off. And let's try to give this a test render. That will certainly fix whatever it is. Ooh, 10 likes. Thank you, people, for the likes, for the kindness. Here we go. Oh, it looks like we still have some kind of shadow here. I'm not sure what is casting that. So, I'd like to make the Earth more vibrant too. Maybe something I could do in Photoshop is to just kind of mess with this a little bit. But he needs more light on him. And, oh, I know what I can do. I can take my spotlight and make it into a plane. And then it won't, because right now it's a point. And so it's creating a hard shadow. So if I make it into a wide enough plane, your spotlight. Now let's get rid of all these other cameras out of the scene. They're just kind of, okay, Earth, clouds. I don't know what some of these things are. Do I need these clouds? Yeah, I guess we do. Clouds secondary. And Earth atmosphere, I think I need all of those. Okay, so sunlights, flood. Okay, these are lights around the scene. I'm not sure how they work here, but I think when I move the earth, okay, we go into parameters here, the parameters, and they these lights, oh, we're in here, we go to parameters. What happens when we bring these, like give this a 9? That just brightened up the earth. That's nice. So that was one of the distant shots. That's what I wanted, to brighten that up a little bit. So now we have to take our spotlight here, parameters, and go here and change this to a maybe a disc. Okay, and then we have to change the width of the disc to make 100. I think that, okay, maybe a little more, 200. And the height will be 200. And that should get rid of any shadows. Oh, we might need to change now the lumens to what did I do? Spotlight. Oh, I'm on the spotlight. Yeah. Okay. I think what I just did was I think my spotlight is in front of my camera. And when I did that, it created, okay, so we have to move the spotlight. So let's look through the spotlight. Let's move it back a little bit until we see the camera. There's the camera. All right, let's see what happens here now. Camera, that worked. Okay, so now we can turn the spotlight down some. And down some more. And up some. So I don't see any shadow now. That fixed that. I think we bring this up some more to like, this is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we go 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, I want to tilt my camera a little bit. So we've got our camera here. Select our camera. How do I do this? It's not that way. Bring this over a little bit. There it is, like that. Okay, this is the center of my scene. Let's try to center all of this. Let's go like this to the front. And let's center that again. So this is kind of the front here. That looks like it's correct. Now we take this earth, move this like in towards the center, like there. It's all very difficult to. Okay. He can only be so close or his wings will get clipped by the edge of the scene. So, okay, we're going to use this to measure. Okay, so this comes about to there and about to there. And it's going across here straight. So that is correct. So then we select this planet Earth. That appears to be about in the center. Okay. Now we grab our Genesis 9 character and we spin him so that he looks like he's Y rotate here. I think his wings are a little bit imperfectly. So let's grab his wings and let's rotate them. They're kind of off, but I think they're now on. Okay, let's see what this looks like. I'm hoping that this looks awful grainy, but I'm hoping that it will reticulate in the render. Okay, I don't see any problems with this. I wish the Earth was a little more blue. Maybe we can do some stuff with the Earth, but I think I can do that in Photoshop. All right, let's zoom out a little bit more so his wings aren't being clipped. It's yeah, I think I could just move him over a tiny bit. And actually it looks like he's more centered. His pose might be a little bit weird. So save this. Hide the disk. Yes, hide the disk. Yeah. So I think we have this saved now. I'd like to make his goatee a little bit longer. It's just not the effective kind of goatee that I was looking for. Like I want kind of a long pointy thing, and it's just not working. So I'm not sure what I've got to do that, but we're going to try to figure that out. So what I'm going to do now is lock the camera. We have a little icon here to lock that, so I don't mess it up again and change, alter the things. Let's do a real quick render and make sure that the the Earth does actually reticulate, that all of the sun, this seems like the lower part of the Earth doesn't want to, it looks, what doesn't want to render. There's something here. Is it going to fix? I don't know. It's like there's a sun that's coming only here. It's like the lights are only in quadrants. So I think I've got to figure out why this light isn't as bright as that one. Figure out my lights, and I'm not sure. I just heard a beep. I'm not sure what that beep was. Okay, so these are sunrise rim shots. Okay, what happens if we turn them off? Okay. Oh, we have some of them off. These are lights. And there's another one. Okay. So that's our main light. Now if I look through this light, this is floodlight low. Okay, so it's just catching the earth. What's this one? Floodlight low, sharp low. Okay, this one is high low. I just need to move the light where I want it. Which is going to be kind of difficult. Because I don't see where my character is. I'm having a problem with that. Okay, so this light is, okay, we're the high. Okay, we're at the sharp high. So this is sharp high. Why isn't it, okay, what, oh, this looks like my, there's my angel right there. Okay, so let's give this a little more juice here and see what happens. Surface, okay, this would be in parameters. And let's give this a 2, or let's give this an 8. 9. Let's give it a 1 here. I'm not sure that did anything. Oh, I might have it turned off. I do. That might be the reason why. Here we go. So we go to 2. What if we just turn this up so it's pointing at the earth? Well, I didn't want to do that. Let's get... Now let's go back to our camera view and see what that did to our earth. That might have been the bottom light. No, it wasn't. All right, well that light's turned on. It does seem like it lit that up some. Dome, space dome. Let's take and go here to the perspective mode. There's our space dome. Everything, oh. And it looks like it's some kind of plane above it. Oh, it's sitting on the ground. Okay, so this is like all around the outside of the whole world is a Starfield space dome. Where is that? That's here. Oh, wow. Okay, so what happens when we take the space dome and hide it for a moment? Okay, so this space dome is like huge. Does it need to be that big? But let's see. Let's move the space dome down so that our Earth and stuff is all in the center. Then now let's take our go into our planet Earth and zoom in on that. And let's see. Okay, I'm not sure how these floodlights are working. Okay, so let's just give them all like, okay, where floodlight 1 seemed to be working right, so let's go and copy its lumens and give all 4 of them the same amount of lumens so that they're V. Something looks just terribly wrong with this V. Some of them are turned off. Okay, V. Okay. See, now it's starting to look balanced. Let's turn these on. Okay, and it's rendering evenly. So let's go back to our camera view. There's still something wrong here. I think I might have to spin the Earth. Looks like it might actually render at some point, but 0. Let's try. Where's our Earth? Let's grab this. What happens when we do that? I don't think it matters how I spin it, because I think the lights are coming at it at a certain angle no matter what. And I think it's the particular. Okay, let's go to the perspective view. Let's find our angel. Where is our angel? Our angel is down. Let's look at the Earth and see where it's the most evenly lit. Okay, see this? So this is where we're supposed to have our angel and our camera and our light. So or maybe like this. How would we do this? This. It's like, what looks best, it's just, I thought that what might be look best that is coming up from the Earth, like so. The Earth is kind of like this. And he's up here. Okay, so let's take our camera and, okay, what we're going to do is create a new camera here. New camera. Okay, and let's get rid of the other camera. And then let's take our Genesis 9 figure, and he's got wings. Those are already with him, but he's also got a spotlight that's got to go stay with him. All right, instead of doing that, what we'll do, we'll take the spotlight and we'll create a group. We'll call it figure and spot. All right, there we go. And now we can move that around, move him around. Okay, oh, now we're in our perspective view. Okay, so we can move around here with the perspective view. And the Earth looks like it will render from this angle. So figure and spot. So if we, I think they're down low. Let's go like this. Let's zoom out and see if we can see them. See where our angel is. Okay, we select the figure and spot. Y translate. Where are they? Oh, there he is. Let's bring him up here. That's weird that that spot is lighting him. Okay, turn him like this. So actually everything was upside down, so we're now kind of regaining the proper, please work for me. Okay, don't fight me. All right, so that would be 180. All right, so we've got some trajectory, some good geometry now going on here. Okay, let's now look through our camera again and see, he's in our scene now. So what we would have to do is just move him closer, which would be X translate. No, Z. It would be Z translate. What's up here? Y translate. What's happened to his wings? X translate. Why does it look like his wings are going behind the sun? Y translate. Behind the earth. Let's see what happens. Could be just a fluke. Yeah, it is a fluke. All right, so the thing is we want, though, our camera. All right, so we can angle him. So he's looking towards the sun kind of thing. So that would be a rotate X, maybe. I don't know which one here. Let's see. Let's just ignore the way the wings look. Okay, X rotate. Which one would that be? I think this is the right one, but okay. I think if I just try to rotate the figure, it'll be a lot easier, and then redo the spot. Okay, rotate X. Yeah, that's a lot easier. Okay. And we could clip the wings a little bit. Let's see what we have here. Okay, and I think I'm going to make him a little more muscular, but now let's see what my spotlight's doing. Create. Let's look through our spotlight, and that's way off. 9. Very touchy, and I'm not sure why, but okay, that's kind of close enough. Back to the camera. Now he's well lit. Okay. That's kind of nice because it's subdued here. And let's save this. And I've called this ladder, but I don't think it's going to be called that. I'm not sure. Because I was going to do something with this ladder that was going into the sky and have an angel climbing and somebody else ahead of him on the ladder. And it was just kind of like, but one of them was going to have wings. And then put this really massive, massive sky kind of idea. And like then the big squirrel, like the ladder was going into this vortex kind of idea. But that didn't happen. So, because I was not sure at all. What is this? It looks like there's some weird colors behind his wings. All right, I'm going to move his wings a little bit. Where is our figure? Genesis 9. Let's select his wings. Let's move them over a little bit. Okay, like this. They just look like they're off a little bit. There. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Okay, that looks about right. Now, all of this kind of looks good, so I think. So, let's give this a render and see what this render looks like in the render. Woo, we got 10 likes today. Thank you, people. So I've been here for almost 2 hours. This is looking nice. Okay, so there's a problem with his eyes. This happens when you move Genesis figures away from the center of the scene. Their eyes, they end up black. See, if you notice, there's like the little black lines around his eyes. I suppose they could look okay, but they're not right. There's something seriously, if you zoomed in on them, they would look seriously wrong. And there's a little fix for that. That beep is back. My beep is back. I don't know what causes my beep. So we have to fix that. And the way we fix that is we go into, it's been a while since I've had to do this. Parameters, it would be in render settings, optimization. It says auto. Let's just try switching it to speed. Now let's render it and see if the eyes still are still black. I don't think they are now. I think it fixed it. You just have to switch it either to speed or memory, doesn't matter, but it's the act of switching it that fixes it. And they're fixed. It looks like they're fixed. Let's see. Yes, it does look like they're fixed. I don't know that I'm going to fix his body. I kind of like his little pudgy belly. I like all of this about him. This kind of looks good. Now, this loincloth doesn't look right to me. It's got all these wrinkles here. So I could just try a different loincloth. So pattern, we got a few more we could try. I like the way it kind of hugs down, and I just really love the shape of his body. It's just not, you know, it's just kind of a normal person's body in a way, and I kind of like that look. So, but I want to put something on him that looks a little bit more majestic, and I'm not sure exactly how to do that yet, but we're gonna. I got something beeping, and I don't. It's got to be in my system. I don't know what it is. I've had it before, and I know you guys can hear it too. And if I were to take the headphones off, I wouldn't have it. So I'm not sure what's causing it. So his pants seem to be the only thing kind of imperfect about this whole thing. And, you know, almost in a way, I'd almost like to put some kind of bigger atmosphere, or a glow behind the Earth. There's things we could do. We're not absolutely limited by just leave the Earth the way it is kind of thing. And I could also possibly give some of these layers a little bit more. I could give them a little. I could make them the sky become become emissive. I could make these clouds emissive so they're brighter. I could make the blue a little deeper. I could change these things to kind of give this a little bit more vibrance. So the Earth is a beautiful model, and I don't know that I switched it to 4K. So that's another, I mean, to 16K. I think I put it back in and maybe didn't switch it, or maybe I did. I'm not sure. But this would be to change materials. Let's go here to smart content. Let's see, materials, 16K. Let's see what happens when we do this. Oh, this is 32K. We can go even higher, and that did change that. Let's go to 32K. Whoa, let's see what 32K looks like. This might take a while to load, but this is going to look massively amazing. I didn't even notice the 32K. Whoa. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so we can mess with these things now. This is Earth clouds. Which ones are these? Okay, so that's the big cloud. I kind of don't want the Antarctica down here, but I think I can move Antarctica down out of here. So I just don't really want Antarctica here. So let's select the Earth, go to 9. I like how he's really kind of whited out there in that kind of like this, some kind of massive light there. Okay, let's move Antarctica out of the way. Let's see what happens here. Okay, it would appear Antarctica's almost gone. Let's do just a tiny bit more. Okay, let's double check. It just seemed like a kind of disturbance there. Or a distraction, either one. Either way, we don't want to really distract from the subject that much. That looks very nice. It doesn't distract now. Okay, so we can take these clouds now and we could give them a little bit, this earth cloud. We'll go into surfaces and see they may already be, okay, it doesn't have an emission color. And we could give it some emission. So we go here to 1, white. And then we just give it a little bit of luminance, 2, just a tiny bit. That lit it right up. That might be a little too much. Let's just go to 8 here. Just enough to give it a little bit, make it stand out a little more. Okay, and then we also have Earth atmosphere. Okay, I'm not going to mess with the atmosphere. And the planet Earth is here. Translucency color, glossy color. Let's see what happens when we go and lower the glossy color to... Okay, so we have a translucency color, glossy color. Let's go with see what happens when we do that. And how about if we take this translucency color and make it even a little darker? Base color. That didn't do much, but if we bring this up, it will. It's either up or down. Okay, that's not doing much at all here. Okay, this does have an emission color. What if we take this emission color and make it blue? I don't think this is going to work because it'll make the clouds blue. Okay, I think I better quit while I'm ahead with this. Okay, luminance. Okay, that doesn't work. Z's, that's what I mean. I think I'm just going to leave the Earth the way it is. Just going to bring up the luminance on the clouds a little bit. And okay, so now we work on the couple things I would like to. I'd like to make his goatee go up his chin a little more, and not just hang on the bottom there. And so the swamp loincloth, we're gonna look for a different kind of loincloth. this one. What's this loincloth? Wardrobe. This is for Genesis 9. Oh, this has been converted. See, that comes up his waist, and that kind of changes the look that I was going with the other one. But let's see. Let's turn this swamp cloth off. That's kind of nice. I think we're still going to go with the red kind of motif, the dark red. So let's go here to our surfaces. Loincloth. Okay, that's the swamp loincloth. We're going to get rid of the swamp loincloth. I just didn't like the way. Okay, this should have a couple different. Yeah, the leather. Make that red. This dark red. Did that work? Yeah. And let's go with this fabric. Make that a light red, maybe. Or maybe a dark red. We'll go with a dark red. Or maybe even a darker red. This doesn't seem to be changing. Okay, camera 2. Let's take our camera 2 and lock it. Is it locked? Yes, it is. Okay, perspective view. Why isn't this changing? Okay, let's go to the Minoan pants. Minos. Okay, for some reason it changed the whole thing. There we go. And then we do the fabric. Go with that, maybe this. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that sort of matches his hair a little bit. Okay, we're gonna try with that, going with that. And now let's fix his goatee a little bit. Perspective. See, that looks cleaner. And it does kind of hide his little fat. Okay, he's still got that eye problem. So let's see if we can fix the eye problem. So we go here to render settings, memory. Okay, that fixed it, but I don't know for how long. Okay, I think I got to move these eyes around. I don't think they're in the socket in the right place. This looks like it's sticking right out of his. This is a mess. His head morphs. Okay, okay, you're supposed to be in texture shaded mode. Thank you. Okay, what's up with these? How do we fix these lacrimals or whatever they're, I don't know what they're called. Lacrimals, is it? Right eye. Eyelid. Infraorbital. Lip, okay. Whatever it is, I don't think that's what it is. But whatever this is, it looks like it's, yeah, they're sticking right out of its eye. Wires is sticking out of the eye. They may be hidden. Let's see. Show hidden nodes. Okay. What is up with this? And now his eye is just like completely. So let's, what happens if we scale this eye parameters? Scale. Z. Okay. Still not big enough. Z. Okay, scale this eye. Z. See, I mean, this isn't that hard to move the eye into, you know, it's not the worst kind of thing you could have to do. So it's just to fit the eye in, but this little thing in there, that little flap of skin, it's like, how do I move that? Something's all really off about that. And I don't know how to do that. What's this called? It's called, what's a lacrimal? I think that's called a lacrimal. Okay, so this is a lacrimal sac. Okay, lacrimal canal. So the lacrimal sac is this thing that duct glands. Okay, lacrimal canal, caruncle. Okay, caruncle. And the plica similunaris. Okay, so it's this caruncle. It's like I have my caruncle sticking out. It's going right through his eye. This just is definitely not right, okay? So, and I don't know how to select that separately. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Car Uncle C. For the third time, AR. Okay, that didn't. Okay. Lacrimal. Okay, that didn't do. Let's let's just select the whole body. Maybe I spelled it wrong. Lacrimal. No, I didn't. Okay, that's the lacrimal. Okay, let's see if we just type in. Okay, lacrimal inner height. Lacrimal pitch. Okay, C. Caruncle. Okay, okay. Lacrimal. Up, down. Okay, so I guess we're here in this place where these are natural eyes. Lacrimal. What happens? Okay, there we go. That one. That's alacrimal. That did something with it. Lacrimal height. Okay, that's not what we wanted. What in the heck? Okay, let's hide the eye and see what this is. Let's select the eye and hide it. Right eye, left eye. That didn't work. Let's try it again. Okay, we have to go into Iray and come back for it to disappear. You know, this could be, no, I don't think it is. No, it's not those. It's not letting me select it. So what the heck is it? Okay, so now we go back here to texture shaded. They should be gone, but I don't know if this is going to work. Okay, I don't think I can hide the left and right eye because I think they are separate organs and they're down here. Eyes. Okay, this is it. Eyes. Okay, when we hide them, okay, we're stuck with these pieces. We got to fix the eyes, and this. When I click on that, it's just says part of the head. So these have got to be parts of the eyes that can be adjusted. Okay, I would assume they are, because when you hide the actual eye, okay, tears. Let's see what happens when we hide the tear part. Okay, see, that just is that kind of wet area around the eye. Eyelashes. That doesn't get rid of that. So we only have eyelashes, tear, and eyes down here. So that's not it. And we have the left eye and right eye, which are part of the head. When I hide that, it doesn't hide the lacrimal. Let's see. Okay, I think I know kind of what I'm doing here. Now we go into surfaces. We go Genesis 9, surfaces, arms, head. Okay, this isn't it. Okay, so it would be in parameters. Okay, so There's surfaces. Skin. Okay, it's not there. So it would be in parameters. And it's not under I. It would be under the whole character. Genesis 9. We say I. And we have a million things. Close eye sockets. Inner. Eye size, distance, eyelashes, curl. Eye, lower outer. Lacrimal. Fleshy. Okay, see, that's not the lacrimal. Whatever that is, it's not cornea bulge, deep set crease, droop, lacrimal depth, taper, okay. That just, I don't know, something made the lacrimal larger. Okay, lacrimal size. Width. Height. Taper. Angle. Okay. Corner up, down. Inner lower angle. Okay. Eyelid crease. Upper depth fold hood. Lower upper. Eyes sunken. Angle. Lacrimal up down. Okay, so we have some more of these. I think I just did these. Taper. Outer. Middle. Eyelid. Where are we? We're getting near the bottom here. Anything with that says eye. Eye corner depth. Okay, that's there. We don't need to change this. Reset. Middle lower. Eyelid crease. Puffy. Eyelid upper depth. Okay, blink, crossed, look, wide, squint, no, there's gotta be a way to select this little part of the body and just lacrimal. It's like there's a piece there that just doesn't belong there. Let's go to Iray and see what it looks like now. It's just, it's not only that. Okay. I'm starting to think about this now. That this could be part of the morph, the head morph. Because if I go here, now we go back to morphs, okay, parameters used, and let's just set all of these back, reset the Lacrimal things all back to what, to just normal here, the way it was. Okay, because what I'm thinking is that this may be an anomaly of the morph. Okay, and then there's a possibility that I could just grab a hold of the zoom way, 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 way in on it and grab a hold of it and just pull it in with mesh grabber. Lacrimal up, down, reset. Let's reset all these Lacrimal things. Currently used, reset. Okay, I look out left. Okay, so those are those. Lacrimal here, reset. Lacrimal height. Now let's go to currently used now. Okay, I know. I also use, oh, we have I. So we take I off. No wonder why. Okay. Z, I didn't want to do that. Z, Control Z. All right. That was a mess. Now, what we want to do, currently used, get rid of this I thing. Z. Please let me type in there, Daz. Please let me type in there. Okay, so now we're gonna, if we take this puck head off, does that go away? See, it does. Suddenly we have like normal lacrimals. So it's the puck head, and that now we go the puck head, and we go to Lacrimal. Okay, we still have some reset. Okay, Genesis 8 male body. Okay, that's supposed to be all the way up. That's why we're having that funky looking kind of shape. So, all right, so this is what's causing this, is the morph. So, because when we bring turn the morph on. Okay, it's like, looks like we got a fairly normal lacrimal. I don't know what the heck that is. I might be because I had to move the eye around. So we're in. Okay, so it looks like this is all kind of normal. That looks right we bring the this, and suddenly, whoop, that's what we have for. So it just doesn't work the head geometry right correctly. It's like it has its own lacrimal. Okay, it's not just moving the head. It's morphing the lacrimal. The lacrimal is part of this morph. This is weird, okay? It's like, were they making him squint when, you know, so he squints all the time when. All right, so how can we edit this morph? That's the question. And do we need to? Do we need to have Puck's face? So let's take Puck out of the picture and let's see what happens if we just try another head morph. So we go to Genesis 9. Head. Let's zoom back in on the face now and see what happens when we use. I think this is going to be the case with all of these, that the head morphs just don't work. And you know what? They tried. Okay, so eyes, mouth, pants. Okay. Actor. Head. Okay, here are the Fergal head. What happens? Okay, see, this is even worse. So, okay, what if we just move it enough where it doesn't, okay, just move it enough. We don't do it in the extreme. So we have our where is our, what was his name? Puck. BCP. I guess he's down here maybe. Or up here. Puck. Where are you, Puck? All right, some of these, like these are Michael 9. Let's see how these do. See, these work right. Because they're all, okay, red cat's head. Okay, so you can see that this red cat's, and I think red cat's was, he's it looks like some of these guys, they Kyle, so you can tell that these are also not dealing with the lacrimals that correctly, because it's just throwing off the geometry of the eye. So the only thing you can do is, let's see, Puck. Please let me type in there, please. How about now? Okay, Puck. All we can do is just go until the lacrimal starts to show like that. And that's all we get is a Puck. Let's see what the difference is. Puck, that's about halfway. Okay, so about, because when you go there, it just throws it off. So what we can do is we can try and get Puck about to about halfway. That's quite a bit. And then Then the rest you have to do with the face. Face was face. I don't think there is a face. It's just head. Okay, so these are head, ears. Okay, let's ear shape. Puck ears. See, I don't think we can do that. Nope, because it does the whole head. And then our Vinny ears. Elf ears. Vinme. And they just do the ears. Merfolk ears. Can we get it to pull out a little bit? Yeah. Those are cool. All right. So now let's turn our eyes back on and see if they're kind of in the right sockets. They're probably now gigantic, huge eyes. Genesis 9. So that's what I would suggest, is to just use it very sparingly, okay? And that's enough to kind of get the flavor of their look a little bit, like they're an ancestor. Okay, the Genesis 9 eyes, we're going to turn them back on and see what they look like. Obviously, they need to be fixed, some here. But they're fitting in the socket. Okay, rotate. Why are they locked? Edit. Oh, I think, no, I don't know how they got locked. Okay, we got left eye. Well, let's just go here and see if we can still move it. Somehow it got locked. No. This one, still letting me move it. Okay. And when we look from the side, okay, they're filling the eye socket correctly. Pretty close to it. Let's go to our camera view and see what he looks like. Okay. All right, so this is also a word to the wise, that if you purchase like figures that are like, you know, an old figure, I'm not going to mention any figures in particular, it's like so-and-so figure for Genesis 9, so it's like the name of an old figure for Genesis 9. That's unless the person goes in, and I don't know what they'd have to do, because well, they would have to go back and dicker with the morphs and make sure that the morphs are not messing with the lacrimals, and they would have to make sure the head size, I mean, you know, all kinds of stuff. So this, I can't do too much of a morph with him, because he let's see what he looks like now. And so the only thing I think I've got kind of left on him is the only thing we have left for him is to fix his goatee, make his goatee a little bit. I think I might be able to do that with the other beard thing. Let's see what he looks like. At least I think his eyes are going to look okay. And his eyes do look okay. So, okay, the only thing we now have a problem with is the, and he's got ears now. He's got elf ears. Those look pretty cool. All right, so let's do something with that beard. So let's go back to the perspective view and move down a little bit to the chin. Okay, and this beard here, this would be, that's gone. Let's go see if we can try a Genesis 8 beard thing. Default. I forgot the name of it, so we'll have to look for it. I forgot my keyword. Hair, face, and we'll select Genesis 9 because we don't have context sensitivity on. And let's scroll down. He's not Puck, you know, so that's the thing is that, you know, even with Genesis 8, when you would mix a couple of figures together, it would just instantly, it could turn just by going too much with both of them, it could take you into the grotesque. And so geometry, this geometry, it's not, okay, let's go with this one. Which beard do we want here? Thorn, this one. I don't know if that's the beard I want, but let's try it. Genesis 8. Face, let's just go hair, short hair, I guess. I'm not sure if this is going to work. It does come up to his chin, up to the bottom of his lip. And so we just have to make it. No, I don't think that's what I'm looking for. That's got a braid in the middle. It's kind of hard to tell without putting, well, making it without making the beard orange. So if we go with his hair, where's his hair? And we copy, okay, surface. Default, we go here. Which one? Hair tip. Why are they all white now? Oh, because they've just been changed to this color. Okay, copy. Copy selected surface. Then we go to the Thorn beard. Wow, that's kind of weird. Let's go with a little bit deeper red, maybe. Well, that didn't work. Translucency color. We go to red here. Well, that's a little redder. This should make it even more red. Okay, we got this. Make this red. And his eyes are beautiful now. Just make them all red. Okay, top coat color. This is it right here. It must be this. It's usually the top coat color. It's going to make it red, red. All right. that's another option. Let's see what it looks like from the camera view. No, it looks a little too Sasquatch to me. So we're going to go, that's not what I'm looking for. So we'll hide it. The clean cut, it's gotta have a little bit of naughtiness to the look. Okay, so let's go back to the content here. So it's not going to be that. So we're looking for another set here. It's, gosh, I've got a ton of these. Let's select our Genesis 9 figure. It's usually down at the bottom here, but it sometimes gets jumbled up depending on how I've got them sorted. Here it is, variety. That's what I have to remember is the word variety. Variety. Let's try the Napoleon. We can always get, okay, the Napoleon, okay, the Cavalier has the, Napoleon, let's try Napoleon. Napoleon. Let's see what we have. And this is going to tell us this is made for Genesis 8. Except right now it's on his forehead. Is it gonna know how to put this? Oh, we got two of them. Genesis 8. We can delete one of them if we just want the soul patch. Like, oh, we got three. Maybe it is doing something else. It's doing the mustache. And we got one more. Genesis 8, hair. Oh, that looks nice. So let's see what happens if, okay, we've got another one. Genesis 8, short hair, except. Okay, those were our eyebrows too. So we got the whole thing. We got the eyebrows. Let's just shut them off. Now the handlebar mustache. We're going to try keeping the mustache. We're just going to try and make it all red. Paste. Did that work? And the soul patch. Paste. Now let's go in and look. Perspective view. Not entirely. Soul patch. Let's try this again. Paste. And it looks like we've got some distorted stuff. What if we take mesh grabber, translate mesh grabber, soul patch, and we pull it out a little bit. Okay, we got to do this. Okay, and we try the same with the handlebar mustache. Pull this out a little bit. Down. I don't know that this is going to work either. And we got some distortion in this, and there was a way, I figured out a way to get rid of that distortion, and I'm not sure what I did to do it. Let's take a look at this. It may not be noticeable from a distance, but I hate doing stuff like that. It looks nice. It kind of epitomizes what I'm trying to do here, but I think it might be like a clumping thing or something in the surface. Hair. Now this hair doesn't have a lot of different. All right, there's some shaping stuff. What is that funky thing in the middle? It's like it's being stretched already. No. And maybe that's what I've got to do, is pull it in more. Let's see what we got. Why are 9s smaller than 8s? You know, I thought about that, Pat, and it may be to match like the industry standard of where they're trying to match other. There we go. So we expand that in a little bit smaller, and that fixes that, and that may be what fixes this as well. Let's see if that works. It may be to because they kowtowed to other standards. Maybe it's to fit because gaming. These are just things that I'm kind of making up off the top of my head, so it might be not right. But it may also have to do with where games have a certain standard, like size for a human. And when DAS made their standard for figures, they may have just arbitrarily decided to make them taller, and so now they're kind of kowtowing to the game industry, so that when gamers buy their models and convert them over to their games, that they can walk through doorways and stuff, so they're just not too tall. That's the best answer that I have for that. Okay, now you missed something about the heads and all here about the morphs, because I've had some problems with the morphs, and you can only use, when you put a Genesis morph on a figure, you can only use like about maybe 40% of that head morph. And if you do any more, it throws the eyes off. So you can only get a flavor of your old character in here, okay? Otherwise it's not going to work like that. So, and see, I've got a problem here with the eye. This eye has got to move over. It's not in the socket completely. And then we look this way and make sure it's in That's right. Okay, so we got to scale this up. So this is something you have to do with Genesis 9 eyes. They're a separate object, and if you make the head and the eyes too much of and it's not that big of a deal to just kind of and the thing is the eyelids and all, okay, here we got the same thing with this one. Scale the eye. They're just not big enough to fit in the socket of the, I mean, they're too big. The socket's too big. But what happens is if you get it in the ballpark, the auto fit kind of the eye will just contour around it. So it might, if they're within the ballpark, the eye will shape around it. So that's something to consider. But you got to get the eyes right. And you see, I added enough of a puck. See, because what happens is when you put a Genesis 8 morph onto a Genesis 9 figure, it's changing like the lacrimal, the little kind of little thing that's in your eye right here in the in this center part, that little kind of fleshy thing. It morphs that too, and so it changes the head, it changes the size, it changes everything, and so and sometimes a head morph will change more than that. It'll even change the body, and so there's obviously a problem here with this, where this beard, it doesn't seem to be showing, but I've kind of figured out what causes this. It's like a stretching, where the beard is tacked here and it's tacked there probably, and Genesis, their face pulls in a weird way and pulls the beard out. No, this is Genesis 8 beard. So, you just have to kind of work things and make them work. No, not generally. Not when you use Genesis 9 morphs, okay? But okay, if you remember but if you use a Genesis 8 morph on that you've converted over, the geometry is not quite right, and yeah, you may end up having to go in and mess with the eyes. So it's just that, and the thing is, it's not that hard to move the eyes, resize them till they fit the sockets right. It's not that hard to do, because like I said, once you get them in the ballpark, the eyelids are have just like how when you try to put hands in pockets, and sometimes the pockets will the pocket will just automatically go around their hands, or if you notice when you put something in a pose, the cloth automatically contours to there as soon as you kind of snap them into the pose. The cloth automatically smoothens out to their body shape for the most part. You can use mesh grabber to kind of fix that. That's what the eyes do. So if you move the eyes and get them fairly in the ballpark, the eyes will just snap to the eyeball. So it's not that bad, but you do have to resize them and get them right so that they fit the eye socket, so you don't have a big hole on the side. So you have to go in and mess with the eyes more often than not. Sometimes if they're wrong, you can go in and look and see and say, hey, these are wrong. They're just not right. So there's enough of a beard there for him for it to show up. Okay, it doesn't have to be this big honking beard. It's just got to be enough to give him a little bit of character on his face, so he looks a little bit kind of has a little bit of spice to him. So save this. And if I give him like red chest hair, maybe I just don't know that I should do that. But let's. I could try to auto fit some, and then change the color of his chest hair to red. So, and then it would give him a little bit of some kind of something going on his chest as well. So let's try that. So, and that would be, is it Dragomir? Is the one I like? Dragomir. Okay, I don't know if that's spelled that right. We'll cut that out of here. We'll go to products. Okay, out of here. Dragomir. So that did auto fit, but I had some problems with it stretching in the wrong way. So there's probably, if I used mesh wrapper, I could stretch that beard back in. So there are just little things you have to do. So if you use a Genesis 9 morph on a figure, then you don't have to mess with the eyes. The eyes move with it because it's all part of this for the most part. If you remember when with Genesis 8, if you took two figures and you morphed their heads together and you turned them up all the way, you'd kind of get this grotesque deformation of the head. You could only use a little bit of each. So let's see what this looks like if we get those little dots on the. I may have to switch my thing to like speed over memory or something. I think that's what's happening here. So let's see what if this renders without these little weird dots here. What are they? I don't know. Yeah, they are in the render. And his eyes are crooked. His eyes are crossed. That's good. Another beep. I think that's might be my my little stove my little space heater here. So let's try going into render settings. So yeah, you can always divide something in half. Okay, they're gone. So it was just the speed and this optimization. Okay, so we're going to go and look at these eyes. Something's wrong with the eye. Let's see what it is. Okay, this eye, and we still have this problem with the eye. He's too far away from the center. I think I'm just going to have to put up with whatever problem this is, but let's go see what happens. Where is the side to side and all this stuff with the eyes? General. It's supposed to go like side to side and all of this. Okay, let's go here to show hidden. Okay, sync with scene. That's weird. Sync with scene selection. That's kind of weird. All right, so I think what I've got to do is this. Okay, this is kind of weird. Let's see. We got to be able to see what we're doing. That kind of works. See, when I move them, you're going to see the eyelids actually move out of the way. It's kind of these eyes, but they still hug around the eye. So is it, so it's not too much. And I mean, that's why, mesh grabber isn't perfect because of pi. That's why every once in a while you get something kind of that's sticking out of, okay, and we got the same problem with the hair here. Look at this hair. It's not even on his chest. So I guess that's not going to work. Okay, so good thing I noticed that. All right, so let's grab his chest hair. It's like, why why can't I see his chest hair? Oh, okay, because it's floating in space. All right, so that didn't work on him. And let's turn on this. One of these guys has got to have some chest hair. I don't know, maybe it's, okay, hair. No, he doesn't have chest hair. One of them does. Oh, I think it's the, there are some artists who specifically make, and one of them is, I can't think of his name right. It's this. Now I can't remember his name here, but okay, default body shape. Okay, well, here it is. Body with, okay, dForce brows, arms, back hair, chest hair. Let's try it. This is like way too much hair, but it's that what the thing is it's and okay, what would be abdomen hair? Is there abdomen? And now it's going to go and come right through this, and you can't cut it out. Oh, this is what really bugs me about this, is you can't chop this hair. It's just, so I'm back in this mess again. It's like beautiful hair. It's the perfect kind of hair, but you can't use geometry editor on it. It's like, and this looks terrible. So I guess I'd have to pull this out, at least, to make it kind of look like it's, and the hair has got to be kind of red like his, let's see what it looks like. This really bugs me. Okay, let's see what it looks like in, we'll try to get the hair as red as we can get it, maybe. Okay, so that the color is like, this looks like crap here. Okay, so now there's abdomen hair here with for shorts, I guess. No, it's abdomen hair. I think it's for shorts, and so that's actually for the legs, so that doesn't come all the way up here. Yeah, this kind of rots. All right, so this hair isn't going to work. Okay, sorry, but that's Jeppy, I think it's a beautiful, it's the most amazing product, but you can't use dForce on it. So I mean, you can't use geometry editor. You can't trim it around his clothing. So usually most of the time, not unless the pants fit exactly, come to the exact top of the you can't use it. So it's kind of useless. So if you wonder why nobody uses that product, it's because you can't use mesh. You can't use. All right, Red Cats. Let's see. Does he have hair? I think he does. No, beard. And so he's got beautiful chest hair in the thing, but he can't come with it. Yeah, hair. Just the beard. Wonderful chest hair in the. So, all right, Aiden, let's try him for hair. Default. No. And when they have been putting out male stuff, it's like this beard just kind of looks weird. All right, no chest hair for him either. So it's like the only chest hair we have. Okay, maybe Jack, hair, beard apply. Hair models. Okay, that's not it. Feminine hair models. It's like, okay. Starter essentials. There was another hair thing, chest hair thing, I think. Hair, let's say go with body. Okay. Yeah, monster hair. Okay, yeah. Because that's what males are, just slightly more intelligent than monsters. Chest hair, let's try it. And this is probably, okay, you can't move this because I have the camera locked. Nice. Perspective view. It's probably the same kind of hair that you can't cut with geometry editor. Let's see, chest hair. Let's see. Render settings, tool settings, geometry editor. Yeah, actually this kind you can. So we're going to go, thank God. At least it gives him something on his chest here. Not what I was looking for. Something really beautiful with a nice, you know, good, you know. It's just kind of scraggle, like monster hair. Okay, that's what it is, monster hair. Selection mode, lasso. Because that's what men are. Monsters. I am being cynical about it. All right, that's geometry, visibility. We just try hiding it for now. Hide selected polygons. Sometimes it doesn't hide them all. Yeah, this doesn't look like it's going to hide them all. All right, why is one little piece like selected? And chest hair, okay. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't hide them all. Okay. Tool settings, we got geometry editor, surfaces, let's see. Face groups. No, it's not going to hide them all. I wonder, okay, I don't think I have another. And I've still got to take and make it red. So where's there, is they probably, monsters don't have different hair colors, so they don't need, they just have like black hair or whatever. So materials, okay, and we go into the materials, and it does look like there is a red color. So I'm going to have to pull this out anyway so that it doesn't, because they're not going to let me select all of the hair. I don't know why. All right, let's make it red. See what happens. Okay, surface, we might have to go here and go back here. Doesn't look like it got very red, does it? It just looks horrible. Okay, it just looks like it's like somebody just kind of threw it on there. There's no art to it, or like curvature, or body hair. Let's see if any of this works. And this is kind of the same thing, but Genesis 9. The male pattern of of chest hair is like an art form. It's like there's so many beautiful patterns, just like all the dresses that women wear. There are so many different kinds of dresses. Well, a male doesn't need a dress. All you just need to do is notice that there's a unique like fingerprint of hair that's there, and that's how men are adorned is beautifully, is that they don't need a dress. So Genesis 8 male hair, let's see, let's say bodysuit tight. Let's try that. Maybe that's what I needed to do with the Dragomir hair, so I don't know. I don't see any hair. I think I have to apply stuff to it. Shaping, thicker, okay, yeah, I do have to, grooming, those are legs. Okay, here we go. So we can add, here, let's try this. There. It at least went in the right place. Now, can we, all right, let's see about materials while we're here. Red. Well, it's red. Not quite the shade I was looking for. Okay, now we can do things here with this shaping. We can go curly, we can go thicker. Okay, glutes, all lower legs, torso. Okay, that's the pattern. And then we go on legs and legs, arms. These are for anatomical elements. Okay, arms, glutes. Torso. Neater. I guess that's about what we're going to get. Now let's see. I believe I can hide this now, and I think it lets me hide it all. So we go into surfaces here, not surfaces, tool settings. We're still in geometry editor. Visibility, hide selected polygons. All right, it's gone. For the most part, I think that's all. Okay, I think, well, let's go a little closer here. We got to trim it a little better. I think that's okay. Let's go back to our camera view, save this. So he's got some chest hair. Something there to make it look a little bit like we're doing art and not just, okay. So I think I'm going to put the words Pride 2023 here. Okay, so yeah. All right. So let's, it looks like we're going to be able to do some kind of, now I don't know that his eyes are right because I moved him so far from the center of the world. What I should have done was kept him right on the ground and moved all of this sun and all this lights and all these things down into the scene. That's what I should have done. So just don't move your figure away. Move everything in the scene away. And for the most part, sometimes you can do it and get away with it. So let's see what we have for a render now. Okay. You know, it's really too bad because that Jeppe, he's the one who made that body hair and all. It's really too bad that that you can't use geometry editor on that because I mean that hair has so many different ways of changing the pattern, the size, the way it, whether it's curly or how thick it is, and how many strands of hair, and it's just like amazing the amount of flexibility you have there, and the fact, you know, and maybe what, you know, I don't know how you would do it, but if you broke up the chest into different sections, and I don't know how well they would all, depending on, you know, how, you know, I don't know what you would do. This has got some kind of line going down the center that looks like crap, and I don't know what that is. It's probably stretching the, let's see if it's still there. It just looks terrible. Yeah, whatever it is, it's doesn't look right. We got to find out what it is. Cancel this, yes. Is it the hair? Shave this hair, or is it the? Okay, well, what happens when we turn off the shave this hair? Does that I think that goes away. So it's the shave this hair doing that. So if it's not one thing, it's another. I mean, what is causing that? It might be that. Okay, camera. Let's go back. Go to. It could be that there's a lot more hair in the center where that's where they've. Yeah, there's a pattern going down. This, that's what you kind of want it to do, but it's hitting the light so much that. So what we would do is maybe take the shine off or something. It's beautiful hair. It's just the. Okay, we have to go out of the geometry editor first. That might fix something here. It's usually a hair problem. Okay, surfaces. Let's go to, what if we take now this Niku hair and copy it. Copy this. Now let's go back to this torso hair and paste this on. I don't think that worked. No, it didn't. There, that did. Now it's not showing at all. Let's try making it red. Tint red. Color red. Glossy. Top coat. This is going to make it red. Or maybe not. It's there. All right, we've got something here. Translucency weight. Oh, we didn't do the base color. Maybe that's it, because it did have a lot of base color. So, oh, these are the low lights. So we're just doing, okay, copy this. Paste. Paste. Okay, it's something. I don't know. I just don't know what else to do here. Top coat weight. Bring this up. So let's look from a distance, at least if we don't have that. There's something there. Now he's got something weird going on with his chin. I don't know what that is. Okay. What is that? Okay, so I have been here for 4 hours again today. The day is just gone. Alright, but we have something to show for it here. Okay, whatever that was on his face, it appears to be gone. We're going to try to render this. He doesn't have any leg hair either, so... Okay, so we're up to 600 iterations. So here we go. Okay, there's a little bit of some kind of something going on here. It's not just flat like it was. You could see kind of a little bit of hair or something. It's not red. I kind of expected it to turn red, but that's my fault. I just didn't quite get the colors right. So we will go up to 2,000 iterations, and then I guess it's done. This is our love angel. All right, well, this is it. I just got to run through. This is pretty much what we're going to have. So I hope this was good. I hope there was something you learned today. This, I would say the high point was working with Genesis 8 morphs and bringing them into your Genesis 9 figures and how much you can use them. You can use them up to about halfway before they really start to wreak havoc with the Genesis 9 mesh. And it's probably enough to get a little bit of your old character into your new character. I'm not sure what is happening here, why this is happening, and so there's also the ability to bring in the character. So, all right, so bringing the character in as a converting the whole character sometimes may be the way to go. It's just all a very strange thing, because you bring the character in and then and Genesis 9 clothes will fit, Genesis 9 hair will fit, Genesis 9 morphs will work to some degree with these characters. But so I think the next time that I come in, we're going to try working with one of these converted characters, because maybe all you really have to do is adjust the eyes in the head, and you can get that character to work. So that may be a thing. So it's complicated and all, and it's all based upon the type of technology that they decided to use to convert these characters. It's one way of converting them. There may be other character conversion processes. There probably are, and maybe it will come out of Riversoft and Sickle Yield. They'll decide, okay, well, we've given them one way to do it. There is another way to do it. And we'll give them both and see if they can kind of what would be nice is to be able to say, well, okay, I've converted this character and I've got the Genesis, the eye skin, okay, but it would be nice to be able to say, okay, just for the eyes, I would rather have the eye skin for Genesis 9 instead of Genesis 8, and to be able to just delete that skin and use the Genesis 9 eye instead of the Genesis 8 eye. I mean, I'm not sure how that's done yet. So this is a thing we can further explore in the next video. So we're still kind of on this character conversion. So this is a Genesis 9 figure with with only 50% of Puck's morph, because it started to really mess with the Lacrimals, and so we use the Genesis 9 ear morphs. Puck's ears go way out, they're just slightly different and all. So we learned a little bit about the morphs, that you just can't put full, you can't, it's the same way with morphs in Genesis 8. You couldn't just take morphs and just turn them all the way up and put 100% of Bruce and 100% of Roy and 100% of Jed on the same, because it would just create this aberration of geometry. And that's the same thing with you can, with your Genesis 8, with you can put about maybe 40 or 50% of your morph onto the Genesis 9, and you have to zoom into the eye, and you can only put enough until the Lacrimal starts to just kind of distort really terribly. And so that's it. So this is rendered. We're up to 6,000. Cancel this. Okay, there's that beep again. I don't know what that is. So it might be coming from outside, in the outside world. I don't know. But it could be my electronics are picking up like radio signals or something. Okay. Now let's pick these glasses up so I don't step on them, my magnifying glasses. So, all right, we're going to call this Pride 23P. All right, let me type in there, please. All right, so we're going to go here, and I'm going to put words in the bottom here and put this on my YouTube page. So there it is. So we saved that, so we can close that down. And that's it. So thank you for watching. Thank you for the 10 likes. And I tried not to rant as much today. So I love you all. Thanks. Oh, it was really nice to have you here. Habib and Pat and Ted and Ada and Natura. So thank you very much. Angus, my friend, I bet you are still here. Say hi to Angus, Sigmund. Hi! Oh, that was nice, Sigmund. Oh. So take care. Have a lovely afternoon. And it's Saturday, so the banks are closed. Just so you know. And take care, everybody. I will see you again in the next EZ3DTV tutorial. Bye-bye. So, yes. All right, we will go out with some polka. Polka, 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 polka. All right. Bye-bye, bye-bye.